I'll be honest with you guys, I wasn't really that impressed with Casablanca. Hey, it's Zadie and you're watching Flytte Kartina. Today I'm going to be talking about how I finally watched Casablanca. Now, let me get this straight. I didn't like it at first, and then I started researching it and then figuring out and literally just replaying the movie in my mind again. And then I come to appreciate the actual meaning and the beauty of Casablanca. Granted, this is a movie from way back. It's a black and white movie. It's gonna be slow and melodramatic, and it's gonna be, you know, just kind of all around cheesy, kind of like Titanic, where all of the melodrama came from. But it's actually really interesting and very deep. One thing that I noticed right off the bat was the editing style, and that's just something that I noticed for myself. I really liked how every single scene had content in it. And there was always something cutting from one scene to another, and the long scenes had their purposes, and then their short cuts were, you know, very purposeful as well. You have to just keep watching things over and over again to understand the whole of the movie. Casablanca is basically a tale of two lovers, but it's actually a lot more than that. Because this is set before Pearl Harbor, before the US comes into play into World War II, ultimately winning World War II, it's that kind of high-risk sort of moment where nobody realizes that it's high risk until it is. I was researching into the characters and why they were doing things the way that they did, and it was really interesting just to see all of the cinematography theory behind all of the shots that they took and the lighting. Obviously the women are always probably cast in soft lighting, making them look like perfect, beautiful Marilyn Monroes and Grace Kellys, but then there's also the fact that there's this one character that Humphrey Bogart plays. His name is Rick, and half of him is always in shadow and half of him is always in light, so featuring the battle between which side is he gonna go into. Granted, this is a love story, but there's a lot deeper meaning behind it. It's about how this person has to figure out, Humphrey Bogart's character has to figure out what he's going to do with his life. Is he going to be the cynic, or is he going to be an actual person and actually have feelings again? That was just something that I noticed, but one other thing that I noticed is that there are a lot of characters in this film. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of characters. But the thing is that every character has a purpose, and that makes me really happy, because sometimes you have characters in movies like right now who don't mean anything. They don't do anything. They're just there, and they're there for conveniency. As the years have gone by, I've come to appreciate black and white films a lot more, just because of how I've matured, and like I'm not always looking for the next big action movie. And although it's usually easy for me to predict where a movie's gonna go, it's just I've learned to let that go and just enjoy the movie as it comes and experience it as it comes. So the question for you guys is, for this week, is what is your favorite black and white movie? It can be anything from an Audrey Hepburn to Humphrey Bogart. Let me know in the comments down below. Before you scroll all the way down, help me out, help this channel out, help this video out. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then ring that bell so that you are one of the first people to know when I post a video next. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great random Thursday. I will see you on the other side of the screen. Bye!